Hey, what's up, guys? It's Martin G again, and welcome to my channel. Today, I want to walk you through a demo video of Soci Proofly, the world's first to market social proof notification suite that helps local consultants, digital agencies, bloggers, online marketers, affiliate marketers, and entrepreneurs who want to stay one step ahead of their competition to build trust online, get more engagement, growth, and leads. Social Proofly is an amazing software and it's very easy to use. To get started, all you need to do is install your pixels, and these pixels can easily be integrated into any website with just one line of code. And after you've installed your pixel, you need to create a notification. You can create and customize your notifications according to your taste. And lastly, once you've installed your pixels, create your notification. You just need to sit back, relax, and watch this amazing software perform its magic. One special thing about Social Proof is that it's easy to set up and you can integrate it on any website. It works for Shopify, works for WordPress, works for Zapier, works for Squarespace, works for Blogger, works for Magento, OpenCat. The list is endless. You can use this for any website at all. So without wasting much time, I'm just going to log into my demo dashboard and show you how this amazing software works. So I click on login and log in with my demo account. Awesome. So right now, like I said, the first thing we need to do is to create a campaign. So I click on the create campaign button. And right here, I'm going to name my campaign. I'm going to name this testing. Tests campaign. And right here, you just need to add my domain name. So you can either add a domain or a subdomain. So I'm going to be using this blogspot domain for this, and I'm gonna just paste it into this field. And remember, the domain name of the website where the campaign is going to run, it's where you should paste. It's what you should post. It's what you should paste into this field. And if you post another domain and you go ahead to paste the codes on a different domain, it's not going to work. Yeah, so you need to make sure it's the exact domain you want the campaigns to run on that you paste it into this field. And below you can also include subdomains like a subdomain of prismchecks.blogspot.com or subdomain of your domain name as the case may be. If you also want this notification to be displayed on that subdomain. So I just click on create. So I'm gonna leave this as default and I click on create since I don't have a subdomain for this domain. So I just click on create. Okay, so I've created it, and right now I need to go copy. I need to copy and paste these codes before the end of my website. So I just copy pixel and I go back to the blogspot blog that I wanted to use, that I intend to use for this, for the demonstration of this tutorial. So I'm just click the drop down and select HTML. So remember, the instruction was to paste the codes before the end of the closing head tag. So I just try to search for the closing head tag. I'm gonna type in this and I click on search. Awesome. So this is the closing head tag. So our code should go here just before the closing head tag. So I pasted my code and I click on save and wait for it to process. Awesome. So we successfully added our code onto the website header tag. And I'm just going to go back to the dashboard and close this button. So right now our code has been added and it's time to create our first campaign. So just click on create campaign, or sorry. So once we've added the code, we need to come down to the website that we just added and click on the website. So once we've clicked on it, it's time to create our first notification. So click on create notification. And like I said, Social Proofly has 24 different notifications that you can choose from. It has the informational bar, it has the image bar, it has the collector notification, has a coupon notification, has the button bar notification, the model collector notification, the model 2 collector notification, the call to action, text feedback, engagement links, informational coupon, latest conversion, email collector, live counter, conversions counter, video counter, social share, random review, emoji feedback, cookie notification, countdown collector, request collector, score feedback. That's all. So that's 24 notifications, a lot for you to choose from. So we're going to start with this for demonstration purposes. Let's start with latest conversions. So click on this. So this is how it's going to show up. Someone from England just signed up for the newsletter. So this is the demo, the default how it's going to show up. So you can choose to customize them. Scroll down to create the first notification. So remember I selected latest conversion, and once you've done that, you just scroll down and click on the create button. Awesome. So we've landed on the notification setup page, and I'm going to give this notification a name. So just say we'll name this conversions. We name this notification name conversions, and just going to say okay, someone from England. Let's say someone from Houston, Texas, signed up for the newsletter. I'll leave it as a default. And the image URL, you can choose to change it. If you don't like this URL, you can, this particular image, you can change it and just put your image URL here. Okay. And here, the notification URL. The notification URL is once you, the notification is where they're going to go to if they click the notification. And you can choose to leave it empty for no link. But if you want to add a link, let's say you're trying to redirect people to your sales page. You can just say, okay, let's go to www. Your sales page is Amazon.com. We want them to go there after clicking on the notification. You want them to be redirected here. Okay, so just say Amazon.com, and right here you can say open click. On click open on new tab. You can disable this, or you can say this. I want it to open on a fresh tab and not the same tab. And how many conversions to show. Okay, let's say we show in 5 or 4 conversions, and in between delay you just say 1 second in between the delay, and we'll click on update. Okay, so this isn't a valid URL. We'll just add the HTTPS and click on update. Awesome. So, and the next thing we need to do is the triggers. Okay, we're going to, here we can decide to, if we want the notification to show on all pages or just for a particular page. And for this particular demonstration, we're going to leave it to show on all pages. And the display trigger should be 2 seconds, or on what event the notification should show up. Let's for 1 second. This display, it shows the number of seconds to wait until the notification shows up. So let's leave it at 1 second. And display frequency, we're going to leave it at once per visit session. We can use all the time. That's going to show all the time. Every time a user reloads your browser or goes to a new page, that notification is going to pop up. But if you want it to be once per visit session, like it's going to show once on every session they visit, or once per browser. If they use a browser, anytime they use a new browser, it's going to show up. So let's leave it at once per browser. And you can also choose to display on small screens or on large screens. And we're going to leave these options as default, just the way it is. So click on update. Okay, and we go to the next option, which is the display. Yeah, I think display. Okay, so display duration, let's set it to display okay, for 10 seconds. Okay, and if you wanted to display forever, all you need to do is say -1. But since we're having multiple conversions displaying here, we're just going to leave it at 10 seconds. Okay. So the display position, let's leave it at that. Can choose from top left, top center, top right, middle left, middle center, middle right, bottom left, bottom center, and bottom right. So we're going to leave it at bottom right. Okay. And right here we can choose to close display to kind of untick the display close button, like the button that you can use to close the notification widget. And you can also choose to switch off the display branding. Now this is the branding. It's showing powered by Soci Proofly. Now you can choose to disable this. Yeah, if you don't want it to display, you can choose this. If you want it, you can leave. So let's just say we don't want to display, and we click on update. Okay, so as you can see, by Soci Proofly is no longer active because we untick that option. And finally, I think the customize. Okay, here right here we can the title color, description color, the background color, and so on and so forth. You can choose if we want to change the title color here, so we can change it to blue. Okay, okay, so we've changed it to blue. And description color, let's leave it at black. Okay, it's fine like this. And here you can change the animation. Let's use a sliding up or fading for the entrance animation, and the exit animation should we zoom out for the exit animation and click on update. And lastly is the data. So the data is all this you can use this, you can use auto capture data. You set the auto capture option. We try to automatically detect when a form has been submitted and a recorded, but this particular option works for the I think the lead or the lead generation notification. So just leave this as it is. We don't need it for this. You can update. And before we go check out if our notification is actually working, we just need to click on change the status of the notification to active. So right now it's active, and scroll down and click on update. Awesome. So right now let's go to our website to check and see our notification and actions. Okay. So on our website, just refresh the page. Awesome. So as you can see, this is our first notification. Someone from Houston, Texas just signed up for the newsletter. Okay. And if we click on this, we're going to close it. But if we click on this, it's going to take us to Amazon.com. Yeah. So that's how amazing this tool works. You can use it to drive traffic to your website, your sales page, your landing page, and that's how it is. Okay. So let's try out another notification. So let's create another notification. So we'll go back to campaigns and we'll click on create notification. Okay. So let's use the social share. So this is how it looks with the social share notification. You can like drive traffic to your website. You encourage your website users to share your content on the social media platform, and they have three options, which is a Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. So we're going to use this for our next demonstration. Just scroll down, click on create, and we'll proceed here to set it up. So we leave this as default, we leave this as default, we leave this as default. And the share URL right here, you can leave it empty if you want the URL to be dynamic to the current page where the notification is shown. But if you want to add your own URL, you can do it from right here. So right here, you can also choose to, if you just want only one button, you can untick. We're going to leave the three of them because the more the merrier. The more options you have, the better your chances of getting traffic from this notification. So click on update since we're okay with the way it is, and scroll down to the triggers. So right here, we want this notification to show on all pages, so we're going to leave it this way. Or rather, let's just try something else. Let's say we want an exact match. We want it to show only on the contact us page. Okay, so we're going to select where we want this notification to display, and we say, okay, this is where we want it. An exact match. You have options like does not match exact, contains, does not contain, but we want it to be an exact match. Okay, and display trigger. So right here, you can on what event the notification would show up. Okay, so let's say 1 second. After 1 second, that's the number of seconds to wait until notification shows up. Let's wait for 2 seconds. 2 seconds is fine. So display frequency all the time, once per visit session, once per browser. Let's leave this as at once per browser. And right here, you can choose to display on small screens, large screens. It depends on what you want, but I advise you to leave this the way it is because I think most people visit websites via their mobiles than on PC. So just leave it so you're missing out on traffic. So click on update. And last, the third, we go to the display option. So the display duration, how long you want this notification to display on your website. You can choose 5 seconds, you can choose 40 seconds, you can choose 60 seconds. But if you want it to be static, like you want it to display forever, all you need to do is say -1. Okay. So you scroll down and you want it to be at the position, let's leave it at middle left. You want it to start at middle left. And here you can choose to remove the branding and the close button. So we're going to leave them the fourth way, but you can choose to remove both of them if you want to. Click on update. And the last option, which is the customize. So you can here, from here you can change the color, the title color, the description color. So let's change the title color here to red. Okay, let's change it to red so you can see it's changed and click on save. So you can do the same for the description color. It all depends on what you want. And for the background color, which is white, you can also change it to what you want. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it the way it is. And right here you have the border radius rounded. You can make it to be straight. Okay, but I'm gonna leave it rounded. You can also the border width. You can increase the border width, the width of the borders for the notification. So right here, let me just increase it to 4 so you can see. So as you can see, it's increased the width. So let's leave it at 0. Okay, so let's leave it the way it is. And the border color, you can change it from black to whatever color you want. Then final display shadow, you can enable or disable the shadow around the edges of the notifications. Okay, these are the shadows. Okay, so if we disable it, let's check out what it looks like. So if disable the shadows and it's not showing up, but it's advisable you display the shadow so they're going to know it's a notification and not an ad, especially if you use Google AdSense on your website. So the entrance animation, you can choose which animation style to use for the entrance. So we're going to use zoom in for the entrance animation and zoom out for the exit animation and click on update. Okay. So finally is the customize option. Okay, we've done this. And right now we just need to, before we go check out our website, we just need to make sure the notification is active. So just toggle this button to active. And we scroll down and click on update. Awesome. So let's check out our website to see one more thing before we go. Remember, we made this notification an exact match. We wanted to show only on the contact us page, so it's not going to display on the home page. Let's just try it and see. Now it's not displaying on the home page because we use an exact match. Okay, so if we go to the contact us page and refresh it, you'll see our notification is active. Okay, so you can see our social proof notification. And if you want to try this to see that it actually works, I want to share this page. You just click on Facebook. So we're trying to share it on Facebook. Okay, So amazing. So as you can see, we're trying to share this blog on Facebook. So with this, you can drive targeted traffic to your website. That's how amazing this tool works. And you can also use the Twitter share function and the LinkedIn share function. Okay. So let me take you through another notification. So this time around, let's try to create the, let's try to create let's use this. Which one should I use? Which one should I use? Okay, let's collect leads. Let's try to get some leads. So click on modal to collect it. This is how it's going to look. Now scroll down and click on create. Okay, so right here, we just leave this at default, but you can change it to whatever you want. Okay, you have the liberty to do whatever you want with the software. So we're gonna leave this blank. We'll leave all of this a blank. We'll leave this a blank. And well, okay, let's add an agreement. Like you want the user to confirm, like they're agreeing to give you their email address. So let's see the difference it made. So you're gonna say I read and agree the privacy policy, and the agreement URL. Just gonna paste something. Let's get the privacy policy URL for this. Copy. We paste our agreement URL and thank you URL page. Let's use this. Let's use the contact us page again for this. And we paste it here, and we click on update. Okay, so the next thing is the triggers. So one this should show on all pages, that's fine. Display trigger is fine. Display frequency. Okay, let's leave this at once per visit session. And we leave this at default and click on update. So we click on the last one, which is the display, third one, sorry. So how long we want this to display? Let's leave it at 20 seconds, and it should display at the bottom right. And right here, we can choose to remove the branding. Remember, this is the agreement policy. You can choose to remove the branding or display the branding, or sorry, close the close button. So let's remove the branding. So we untick it and click on update. And right here, the customize option. You can choose to change any of this, change the colors. You can do that from here. Description colors, you can do this from here. The button color, you can do this from here. The bottom background color, you can do it from here. So that's how it is. Okay, so and here you can enable or disable the shadows around the edges of the notification. Let's leave it at default. And the animation style, we'll leave it as sliding up. The exit animation, we'll leave it as slide out down. Slide out down, sorry. Now click on update. Okay. And lastly, we go to the data. Remember, since we're collecting leads, you can say, okay, we want to send all the data to external sources. You can put your webhook URL here, as if you want the data, the email addresses you get, and you want to transfer them to external sources. You can put it in here, and you can put the email address where you want all the information that's coming into is sent to. But we're not going to make it anymore because this is a demonstration purpose. So I'll just untick this and I'll click on update. And well, the final step is to make sure this notification is active. Scroll down and click on update. Awesome. So now let's go back to our website and check out to see if our notification is active. So just have to reload. Awesome. You can see our notification right here. So let's just try something. Okay, Jack at facebook.com. and we say I agreed, I read and agree to privacy policy, and you click on sign up. Awesome. So that's how it is. So we've been redirected to the thank you page, which is the contact us page. That is how amazing this tool works. Okay, guys, let me take you through a few more features of this. And so if we go back to the campaign and we try to check the statistics, okay. So just click on the statistics tab. It's going to show you how many impressions, how many mouse overs, how many clicks, and you also have one form submission from auto notifications. Amazing. So that's how amazing this software works, and it's launching soon. So I advise you to get the early bird access because after the launch period, the price is going to triple. And if you miss this, you miss out. All right, guys, this is all you need to know about Soci Proofly, the world's number one first to market social proof notification suite that helps local consultants, digital agencies, bloggers, online marketers, and entrepreneurs who want to stay one step ahead of their competition. It helps them to build online trust, get more engagement, growth, and leads. I remain your number one internet hustler, Martin G. Stay blessed and watch out for my next videos. Bye for now.